Prostitutes. City is falling apart.
Feels like... Sorry if I was rude before. If the store had been empty.
We all have our roles to play, Sedlak. How's yours going?
It is giving me new respect for criminals who run front operations. Late shipments, supply problems, random police searches at customs. Ugh.
I thought this store was just a front.
Best Front is a real company. Prahadovos is registered as an international shipping corporation in every country in the EU. I can get an office, way station, or depot up and running anywhere in Europe within 72 hours. I do not suppose you spoke to Agent Chang while you were down there.
No, should I?
You've been having strange problems of late. Technical glitches, things like that. It's probably nothing, but...
One can't be too careful these days.
Chang will figure it out, I hope. Well, I must get back to work. I'm glad you were not hurt in the bombing, Agent Jensen, and I hope you find the men who did it.
You and me both, Sedlak.
Jensen, we need to talk. My God, Jensen, I heard about the explosion. We should relocate. I was thinking we could corner Director Miller together. Tell him it's not safe enough here.
We're fine, Chang.
The police station, the train station, we're next. I can feel it. I can more than feel it. I can see it happening.
No one knows where we are. There's no reason to get paranoid.
That's where you're wrong. They're trying to pull the lid off of us, Jensen, or someone is. Prahadovos just got hacked.
Our building's front company. Thought it was fake.
I wish it was fake. Miller's got me cleaning up IntelliCam footage from the attack to help figure out who these people are. Meanwhile, maybe they're trying to figure out who we are? Why else poke into an import company?
You think someone's figured out that the company's a front? Maybe they know what's really down here.
We have a lot of enemies. The people who bombed the train station. You don't think they'd love to know where we are? You need to help me figure out who's looking into us and make them stop.
I'm gonna need more information about this snoop of yours.
I don't know for sure that our cover's been blown, but if it has, we need to know before our enemies have a chance to do something about it.
You really think there's a risk here? Maybe someone's just poking around the fake website of a fake company.
If someone points a gun at me, I assume it's loaded. If someone hacks into the website of the company that serves as our cover, I assume they're doing it for a bad reason.
Such as?
Everything depends on who they are and what they know. But we're in the business of dealing with terrorists. If those terrorists find out where we are...
TF-29 likes its privacy.
Sure. More importantly, Chang likes being in one piece. Unlike you, I don't just brush off explosions.
You got an MO in this hacker?
At first I thought it might be the Collective.
But you're not convinced.
Not Janus's style to leave crumbs this big. But whoever it is, they risk exposing us. If the Collective ever found out where we operate... My God, Jensen.
Maybe Janus knows already.
Hey, don't say shit like that. I get nervous enough as it is.
What can you tell me about our front company?
Praha Dovos was designed to be forgettable. The kind of place you walk by 100 times and still can't remember.
It obviously caught someone's attention. What happens if we're compromised?
My guess, we dismantle and disappear. Agents go into hiding, director burrows into some hole, poof, no Christmas party. I need you to find out as much as you can about our Snoop. Make sure we're not in danger.
Alright, you have any leads?
I traced our hacker Snoop to an unrented apartment. Top floor, 33 Hlavní, just down the street. This guy walks by us every single day. Probably walks in.
You're kidding.
See? You feel it now. The constant buried alive feeling. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought we were supposed to be suspicious of things that go on outside these walls.
It's never that simple.
Just get into that apartment, access the computer they used, and find out what you can. And be careful, Jensen. We don't know who we're dealing with.
I'll look into it. As soon as I know something, so will you.
Be careful out there.
I should have stayed in bed.
Všechno vidí.
The man is asleep. I warned him.
Nothing suspicious here.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Chang, I think I have something on our secret admirer. Group called Samizdat. Mean anything to you?
You mean those conspiracy nuts? Very bad for business. How much do they know?
I'm not sure. They're hiding somewhere in the sewers in the Hlavní district.
Find out whatever you can. What they know, what they want. If they blow the task force's cover, it's only a matter of time before someone blows up the task force.
Don't worry, Chang. I don't want the walls coming down just yet.
Think they'll catch this dog bomber? Understood. What is this? The things you see.
Of course it's easy. That's what attractive policy is, right?
I couldn't believe it when I saw the test results. Spanish flu. I couldn't imagine what it's like to be augmented.
Welcome to a brave new world.
I heard a bunch of runaways live down in the sewers. Formed their own little community. Who would even listen to that crap?
I don't usually blurt out my political views to people on the streets, but I just wanted to.
This is no way to live. What does hypothermia feel like? I have to make some change. This isn't the life. I'm telling you, I hear whispers in the wall. They speak the truth.
You sure it's not in your head, brother?
Speak the truth.
You sure it's not in your head?
Then segue into earthquakes and clones, follow up on...
Don't shoot!
Shit.
We're journalists!
Who invited the agent type?
Who are you? What do you want? Why are you here? You here because of the Dubai story? The article about the moon base? The clones on the moon base? Who sent you?
I'm here for Samizdat. You in charge?
I take charge, but I'm not in charge, man. No one owns or dictates the truth. Freedom of information is a collective right, man, and a collective responsibility. That said, you gotta break someone's nose, you break my nose.
I didn't come here to break anything. I just need you to cooperate.
I spent my 20s in a commune, man. I'm all about cooperation.
Good. It's about something you've been looking into. It's making some people nervous. What do you know about Praha Dovos?
That little import company? I know there's more than boxes in the basement. We've seen agent types come in and out. The place is a curtain. The first in a series of many. Pull them all back and you'll find... Damn. Tell me I'm wrong.
It's a dead end.
Right. Guys like you always come down here because of dead ends.
Fine. Then what if it's something other people are already looking into? If someone like you makes too much noise, that may compromise any chance they have of uncovering something bigger. Do you understand?
I'm supposed to believe we're colleagues now? You men in black types, you walk into Pike's newsroom, tell them to be hush-hush about something, and they do it. But that's not how it works here. One day, you will all be exposed. If not by me, then someone just like me. Samizdat isn't one voice. K isn't one man.
What did you mean when you said K wasn't one man?
K is an ideal, the intangible leader of tangible resistance. You can kill me, but then little K would become K. Kill little K and Bones over there becomes K. There's always a K.
And what if you kill Bones?
You can't kill Bones, man. Bones isn't real. I think he was one of them. He was supposed to be a prince of Belgium, man, but then he broke his condition. We found him inside this fucking cult, all confused, so we reprogrammed him with the truth.
Right. Suppose I needed to make a deal with Samizdat. There's no one person I can talk to?
Depends on the deal. I mean, there's always going to be an editor. Editor makes the final call on all published material. that would be me.
So you could ensure that something doesn't get talked about.
Depends on the deal.
What exactly do you do down here?
Samizdat is a media uprising. While Picus panders to corporate tyranny and government bullshit, we pump out the truth. We uncover it, we write it, we publish it. We get our noses broke for it.
So you print pamphlets?
Well, we do a lot more than that. We got ways of getting into Picus media network. That's how we disseminate information.
Information you get by hacking into places you shouldn't.
The truth is buried. If digging it up means skirting a few rules, so be it.
I need you to stop looking into Brahadovos, but not for the reasons you assume.
Relax, I get it. You don't think I do, but I do. You got to appease your military industrial masters. We've all been there, man.
I'm not who you think I am. Kinds of people who manipulate the news, who cover things up. You don't need to convince me that's who the enemy is.
The enemy is anyone who conceals the truth. And that's exactly what you're asking me to do. To pretend like that little import company isn't hiding something.
I'm asking you to see a difference between conspiracy and discretion. Between people who hide information in order to push their own agendas and those who need to stay off the radar in order to do their jobs. You, of all people, should understand.
Okay. Okay, look. You seem like a reasonable guy. Huh? Hell, I've usually been punched by now. I find this refreshing. Here's the deal. We promise to forget all about Brahadovos and stay out of your way as long as you give us something better.
What do you suggest?
The only thing I hate more than secret organizations are toothless media conglomerates who don't hold anyone accountable, who spit lie after lie after lie. So I propose a trade. There are places my people can't get into. You get into one of those places and find me some dirt on the real enemy here. Picus Media. Do that, and I'll cut whatever you want me to cut. Who knows? Maybe you'll even learn something.
All right, what do you want to know about Picus?
I want skeletons! The kind that companies like Picus come all the way to Prague just to bury. Corporate archiving, man.
Corporate archiving, huh? You asking me to break into a bank?
I'm not talking vaults here. Ashani Talvar, the Palisade CEO. She leverages her clients, keeps information about them close at hand. She's got something on Picus, I know it. I just can't get to it, but I bet you could. You poke into her office, find something that proves how nasty Picus is, how much they love to piss on the truth, and I promise you this, I'll misplace any file you want.
I'll look into it. In the meantime, don't publish anything until I get back.
Don't worry. Oh, and while you're there, feel free to snoop around. Who knows what else you might learn.
We'll see.
Oh, fuck.
Leave me alone, Pratt.
watching. On our two-part look at the Human Restoration Act, I am joined by the head of the Department of Sociology at Harvard, Dr. Stansfield Christensen. It is a pleasure to speak with you, Doctor. Tell me, what do you feel the Human Restoration Act will achieve if it is passed?
When it is passed. And it's a pleasure to speak with you too, Eliza. Listen, I know opponents are saying the Human Restoration Act is a step backwards, a devastating blow against basic human rights. But these social justice warriors fail to see the bigger picture. The AUG incident threw everything off the rails. Since then, the rift between augmented and natural has gotten so wide, so deep, it's become impossible. We need a time out, temporary separation of classes, so we can clear the air and reevaluate how we can coexist peacefully.
So the sentiment that it is being enacted as a form of subjugation is false then, Doctor?
Unequivocally. Legislation is to ensure that they are as safe from us as we are from them. I am not augmented, but I have many friends who are. And most of them are afraid to walk outside of their homes right now, because if they do, the level of hatred and suspicion aimed at them is horrifying. They want to feel safe again, and the Human Restoration Act can give them.
Well, there you have it, folks. It sounds like UN Resolution 3507 may be the solution the world is looking for. Thank you, Dr. Christensen, for your honest and insightful perspective. This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Picus News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories. Investors around the world today rejoiced at a decision by the Czech Republic to approve expansion plans for the Palestine Bank Corporation. Located in Prague, the bank's iconic flame facility.
Minor audio.
Don't know when I can get it. I just received the up-to-date call from IT.
Good. I asked them to send you the current protocol. You know, they really should be sending this out to you regularly.
It's okay. I know about protocol. They must be approved by Mr. Janisek first.
Well, he's the one who wanted the security room cleaned up. Not that it's a mess. Anyway, when you get to it, use the code and don't trip those lasers again.
Yeah, you don't have to remind me. One cavity search a month is all I can take.
I should check on
Are saying the Human Restoration Act is a step backwards, a devastating blow against basic human rights. Social justice warriors may see the bigger picture.
Access granted.
Minor audio. I'll check.
Sir?
Questions and raising just
So, you got anything on Picus?
I think I found the kind of information you're looking for.
All right. Inspire me.
Here. Picus knew all about a recent chemical spill and what it did to the water supply. They warned their own people, but not the public at large.
Better to risk people's health than to threaten social order. This is good. Very good. Anything else?
No, that's it.
That's cool. This should be more than enough. Okay, Bones has been typing up a storm already. We pulled all our Picus theories together and laid out some preliminaries. If you did your job right, this should help fill in the blanks.
So we're done here.
Almost. We need to make sure this issue gets the publicity it deserves. There's a city information hub we want you to hack. It's on your way out, I promise.
And then you forget all about Prahadovos.
Praha who?
Maintaining the status
In Chile,
going out of your way not to rock the boat.
when they rigged the
Working hard.
electronic...
Skoro mi připadá, že jsme v chomoutu s rusákama.
Have you seen anything
Ano.
new?
Hlavně buď ve střehu.
City has gone to hell.
Ah, that bad feeling is starting to go away.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Okay, you there?
Who is this? How'd you get this number?
I did what you asked. Samizdat should have no problem getting its message out now. You remember our deal?
Oh, yeah. I don't compromise whatever little game you're playing over at that import company.
Try to keep a low profile. If Picus wasn't gunning for you before, they will be now.
Don't worry. Just make sure you remember who the good guys are.